The Road to Recovery, sponsored by Ortho Nebraska.
Welcome back to Sunday Sports Overtime. On this week's Road to Recovery, we hear how Creighton Prep's Logan Clark got to know the doctors at Ortho Nebraska very well last year. In 2017, Logan Clark had 2 major surgeries within an 8-month time span. His first operation was last February on his right elbow. Clark is a pitcher and fell victim to one of the most common injuries at his position, requiring Tommy John surgery.
The only way to describe it is like a knife is like in your elbow. And it only was the weirdest thing. It was only when you threw. Lifting, any daily activity, you never felt the pain.
After Dr. Stephen Hagan from Ortho Nebraska performed surgery on Logan's elbow, he began rehab to get back to baseball.
So I was slowly getting back into fall ball, and I still wasn't allowed to pitch yet, but I was back playing first and everything was going great.
Until Clark was hanging out at his friend's house and a scary accident occurred.
Are you selfing?
I might as well put it on the Snap story, eh?
So how did you fall?
I fell off like this little wall thing. I was on my friend's trampoline.
He jumped off of I think 10 feet onto a trampoline, did a flip like Gabby Douglas, and landed, and then fell on his arm, his other arm, his left arm.
When I fell off the wall, I put it out and tried to block it with my wrist and my hand flat. And so it like took all the pressure while I was straight, and it snapped one of the bones here and dislocated 2 things in the elbow.
And this is his fielding arm, his glove arm, where he needs to be able to get his palm up and get his full elbow extension. So 2 bad injuries, long recovery, and with that amount of time out of a really competitive sport is a significant rehab issue. I know he had some apprehension going back to sport.
Logan had to continue rehabbing his right elbow and began the recovery process with his new injury on his left arm.
When I went back to my therapist, they were really confused. They didn't believe me at first that I broke this arm because they were still working on this arm. So it was really unique trying to like repair both at the same time.
The junior is happy to put the past year behind him and is excited to be back on the field.
After coming back, finally trying to throw again, it was probably about a year and like 3 months till I could be allowed back on a mound. That was probably like one of the best feelings. But it also is one of the weirdest feelings, trying to throw a baseball off the mound again and just trying to get back that muscle memory.
Logan is back in the pitching rotation at Prep and hopes to finish out the rest of his junior season strong.
Get my right arm fully back to pitching and hopefully get some college looks and continue, and definitely take a little more care of my arms.
Logan pitched on Saturday night against Elkhorn South High School. The JV Junior Jays are back in action tomorrow night against Westside. Well, that wraps up Sunday Sports Overtime this week. If you know an athlete that you think we should highlight here on Sunday nights, feel free to email me. We'd love to share their story. Thanks for watching.